Good day, great day, and grand day to you all. Welcome back to another segment of Dr. TSA Series, a spiritual discussion. My name is Dr. Terry Audate, and today's topic is the urgency of the now. This is a very important topic, and we too often, become very deeply reflective of life when someone transitions or when someone dies, right? When someone transitions from this planet to the spiritual world, we become very reflective when we hear about the news of their passing, or when we go to their funerals, or when we go to a memorial or even a wake. And that deep reflection is so important for us to have, not just when someone transitions or passes on, but it's very important for us to be reflective of ourselves on a day-to-day basis, taking stock of where we are emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and physically. And it's so important to do that every day, because what we do today, the deposits that we make for ourselves, especially on the spiritual journey, will show you or will render success for what is said to be tomorrow. What we do right now is so important. We cannot wait to do things. We should not wait to do things. We should not leave things for tomorrow, if you will. And I'm speaking to myself too, because sometimes I have major projects that I need to engage in, but sometimes other things take precedent. But overall, I'm speaking about primarily your journey to discovering who you are, your journey to continue to solidify your relationship with your essence, your journey to success, your journey to ultimate peace and discovering that for yourself, your journey to understanding what is your why here on the planet, what is your purpose here on the planet. And we ask ourselves these questions sometimes very loosely, but a lot of times many of you don't embark upon that journey and wait. And eventually you see and notice life is passing you by. And all of that time that you spent just thinking about it could have been used to your advance, to your purpose, could have been used for your advantage. And I mean that by saying every minute of the day is precious. The minutes of the day is like your currency. The hours in the day is like your money, your currency. And so how are you using your money? How are you spending your money, right? Are you investing in your money, or are you just spending and giving away your money? Your time is your currency. And it's so important to use it in a way where it will render you or give you an ROI, a return on your investment, right? And too many of us abuse time. Too many of us. And I hear stories all the time. Oh, I was just chilling. Oh, I was just hanging out. Well, how are you just chilling? Are you using that mental energy to reflect on your journey in life? Or are you just scrolling to the TV and just letting time pass by? Granted, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with watching television, but in doing so, how are you using your mental energy? How are you allowing your spirit to work within you, on for you, and through you while you're watching television? Yes, it can be done. Because the energy of thought does work. So are you using it to create? Are you using it to allow your spirit to show you different ideas of what next to do within your life? Are you using the energy to ask your spirit to show you the purpose of your life, or to show you what is the best that you can do in this moment, right? every moment of the day should be and shall be spent wisely. And we should refrain from just pouring out our money and not spending it wisely. We should refrain from just spending that time frivolously, right? And so I really want to hone in on the urgency of the now. Now, I can say so much about that, but I wanted to start with that, and I wanted to share that with you because there's so many things that are happening behind the scenes in our world, right? There's so, and I mean spiritually, I mean in the world in its sense, there's many things going on that many of us are not aware of, and we don't spend time to research or look at, all types of news where we can get news from the world, because it'll tell you a lot. And it'll tell you what the concerns are in the world. It'll tell you where our world is going. And hopefully sometimes for those of you who have to do international work or worldly work, would kind of give you an edge as to what it is you should be doing. But then also it should give you an edge in terms of what you should do within for your spiritual growth, for your relationship with your higher self. It should tell you in that moment, being guided in the moment, what it is that you ought to do in the moment. And I'm not talking about going out into the world and saving the world and feeding the hungry and all that is great. But you as an individual has to be worked on first from your spirit. Because when you are being worked on from your spirit, then you begin to do what your spirit wants you to do, which hence will lead you into or discovering what your purpose is. And everyone on this planet has a purpose, and that purpose is laden and is buried with, not buried, but it is inside of your essence. So what is your purpose, and how do we use the currency of the now? How do we use now to propel, and how do we use the now to discover? How do we use the now to our betterment? Because what we do now will render our purpose or render our success to that avail, if that makes sense, right? The urgency of the now. Time is your money. How are you spending it? And there you have it on another segment of Dr. TSA Series, a spiritual discussion. Thank you all for watching, and remember that you're loved. Mwah. Bye. Namaste. Mwah, mwah. And there you have it on another segment of Dr. TSA Series, a spiritual discussion. Please remember to click that subscribe button, click the bell notification, and leave your comments down below. And remember that you are loved. Thank you all for watching. Mwah. Namaste. Bye.